Don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. Hi everyone, it's Mike here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's time for me to do September's mid-month mini mission inspiration art tag. Now I'm a few days late due to what's been going on with the Queen's funeral and our extra bank holidays here in the UK, but as the saying goes, better late than never. Let me turn over to my overhead camera and I'll show you what I'm going to create and what the prompt is for September. Okay, so the prompt that was pulled out of the random letter that was pulled from the pot this month was the letter R, and the 5 words for inspiration that were chosen is reverse, romance, red robot and recycle. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of those into my project for this month, but I'm certainly going to be able to get more than one. So what I did was I went through my digi collection of just random items and I pulled out some items that I probably would be able to use, and I just added them onto a sheet, just created a kind of cut sheet. So I've got a tin, a red tin, which red. I've got 2 bottles of tomato ketchup, again red, and I've got some other items, wooden spoons, I've got a couple of clock faces, I've got a handle, a little handle, and I've got an old TV set. So I'm going to try and make up a robot. So I'm going to recycle some old packaging. So this is packaging from Mr. Bentley's Food. I'm going to create my tag from that. I'm also going to recycle some of these images to create a red recycled robot. There we go, that's the plan. So first thing, and I've got some washi tape as well. So first things first, I need to create, I've got some cardboard out just to kind of decide whether or which one I was going to use for my card base. I think I'm definitely going to use this doggy food. So we'll put that other stuff to one side. I'll get the cover from my tag journal. There we go. So we'll use that as my template, and it's just the right height as well, or just the right size. So we'll utilise the edge and we'll just draw around it. Bearing in mind, when you always draw around stuff, you always make it slightly bigger. It's going to make it a bit easier. Now then, what did I do with my scalpel? There we go. You see, my craft knife. I've had a tidy up, haven't I, recently? So now I can't find anything. Right. Over to the West Wing and back. Well, I've already got one. So I'm going to cut just on the inside of the line. And just do a couple of passes, and that should do it. And then I can just do the same thing with the tag top. I'm not pressing down hard because you don't need to when you're using a craft knife. It's just small passes with a little pressure. The worst thing you can do is put too much pressure on a scalpel or a craft blade, because A, it either tends to snap or you tend to veer off really quickly, and that's not what you want with a sharp blade. Okay, so that's going to be the tag. So I'll just make a pencil mark on the back so that I know where my hole's going to go. And I have pushed it right the way up to the top, so I do need to take off a small amount just at the bottom. So let me just flip that over and then we'll be able to see exactly how much I need to take off. It's only a thin wisp of card, just to kind of bring that in line with the others. There we go. So there's my base. New cutting mat, you may have noticed. I went and purchased another large cutting mat because Ian had stolen my old one. Right, so we'll keep that as the back. So the front. So what I did was I looked in my collection of old stuff that I've got, and I found a Monopoly board, but it's just a cardboard one. This came into some Christmas crackers last year, and I didn't want to throw it away because I thought, oh, that's going to come in useful. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use that for the back. So I need some glue, and I've tied it up. So where's all my glue gone? Right, there we go. We've got some glue over there. Let's see if it's not stuck together. Right, so let's just add, because I'm going to cover up the mark that I made for the hole now, aren't I? So I'll have to do that again. Hey. Still feel a bit out of sorts today. Yesterday, which was the Queen's funeral, was a bit kind of emotionally draining. Ian and I sat for the whole duration of the funeral, even the service in Westminster, right the way through to the procession to Windsor, and all the way through the interment. Like 7 hours in total, I think it was. We were just fixated on the TV yesterday. I know it seems a long time, but it's history. You know, it's one of those things. It's a moment in history, particularly British history. The funeral of the Queen, as it was when the King died. The Queen's father, when he died, and obviously when Queen Victoria died. These are all moments in history for any nation, really, when a monarch dies, or when a statesman, or and I suppose for the Americans when a president dies or something like that. It's an occasion. It's a historical moment, and you know, to be there or a part of it, or even just a witness to it. Yeah, it just makes you feel a bit more connected. It's like when people say, you know, where were you when the first man landed on the moon? Or where were you when you heard the news that Elvis had died? Or where were you, you know, when Kennedy was assassinated? You know, did you do it? Kind of thing. So it's just a moment in history. Right, so we've got that done. So what I want to do now is I'm going to recycle a piece of dictionary paper. So this has got the word robot on it. So I'm going to stick this down onto the front of the card as a bit of a collage item. And hopefully, with it being spirit-based glue, it won't go through and it won't make it buckle. So we'll lay that down just about there. Maybe just move it a little bit. There we go. That'll do. Okay, I'm going to take some of the washi tape. So the only reason I've got this washi tape out is because it's red. So that's going to be used kind of just as a little background item, just because. So we'll do a little bit at the bottom there. And I've got two different sorts. So we'll just layer up some of those, just small pieces, just to kind of give it a little bit of something. We can go over there. So we've got some red in the background, still got some red in the background there, and then I'm going to go away and I'm going to cut these items out and then I'll join you again when I've cut all these bits out, ready to build my recycled red robot. Try saying that when you've had a few. Okay, so all the bits are cut out. So I have specifically sized them, so I know that they're all going to fit pretty much where I want them to go. And that's the beauty of using little digis, is that you can manipulate the size so that you can make them fit whatever project that you're doing. That's why I like digis and digikits so much, because of that flexibility in size. You can go from a small journal to a large journal, or a large journal to a small journal, and you can make your digis fit appropriately. Just with that, missed a bit. I missed a bit. So, oops. So all I'm doing is just going around the edges, just with a bit of distressing, just to kind of hide some of those raw white edges. Just helps to blend the composition together. Just makes it a little bit more seamless, if you can. Okay, so this little handle, I don't want to go too mad on this because I'm going to lose some of the detail, but just to lightly, there we go, that should do it for that. That's all those pieces there. Now, I did have somewhere a fine point applicator for glue. This is knocking everything over like he was drunk on life, eh? Right, so with any luck we should be able to start building my little character. So let's put his legs on first. Little spot of glue. Pop some legs on. Put a couple of blobs of glue for the arms. The wooden spoons look great for arms, because if you wanted to, you could also draw fingers in if you were that way inclined. And then I'm going to just take a little bead of glue along the top, like so, and then stick that TV set just over. And then we'll add just the smallest of drops of glue. That's why these fine point applicators are fantastic. Right, get some tweezers, because this is really, we're going to be really delicate. Bring that down, and then we'll put his little smiley face just there. Love it. And then just a little blob of glue just up there. Let's see if we can try and get the clocks facing the right way. How's that? And that should fit just nicely. Just change the arms a tad. Just dab that glue away. So you've got the red robot there, but it doesn't matter if it's hidden. That's fine. Right, let's flip him over, and then we'll add some more glue in the exposed areas so we know it's going to stick. And these items are just printed out on just slightly thicker cardstock, just slightly heavier than ordinary printer paper, but not too much. And then we can glue our little recycled red robot down. There we go. Now then, I did somewhere have a little heart punch. There it is. So what I'm going to do is just going to take a little bit of red card. There we go. Where did that go? Just there. Now I'm just going to put a tiny little blob. Now I'd used one of these on my Heroes and Heroines page when I did the Queen, but I just want to put it here because I might even just be able to squeeze the word romance in there now because I've got a little heart on it. Then I can just flip that over, and then I'm going to stick the prompt card to the back, so in future I know exactly what prompted my tag, and that can sit on the back there. And then all I have to do is to punch through, hopefully get it in the right place. There we go. So there is my romantic recycled red robot. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Not bad. Okay, so what did I do with my tag? There we go, that's my tag book or my tag journal. So we can now add that to the front and say, for September's mid-month mini mission inspiration, I'd say that mission accomplished, wouldn't you? So that's all from me for now. Don't forget, if you want to join us over on our Mission Inspiration Facebook group, where there's a couple of monthly art challenges, then that's the URL on the screen, but there'll be a clickable link in the description area below. But yeah, pop across and join us, and join in, share what you create, join in the fun and the camaraderie. So that's all from me for now. I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye for now. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.